Hey guys, what's going on? It's Wackass, and I know I said I was gonna make this video like forever ago, but I high-key got distracted doing like personal stuff, but here we are. Today we're gonna be ranking all of the Junior and Penelope relationship videos, but before we get into the actual rankings, I decided to split the videos up into 3 different categories based on how much I like them. We have the bad category, which is like anything below a 5 out of 10, the mid category, which is anything from 5 to 7, and then the great category, which is anything above a 7. And one more thing before we get into the actual rankings, please consider subscribing to the channel and hyping the video. Helps the video do better. And yeah, we're on the road to 5,000 subs this year. I'd love to hit that goal, and if you guys enjoy the videos, please consider subscribing. With all that out of the way, let's get into the actual video. Okay, starting off the great tier, we have Junior's crazy girlfriend. In this video, Junior asked out Penelope, and it turns out that she's crazy, and Joseph and Cody have to help him break up with her. And when he tries to do that, it doesn't work because Penelope's crazy at this point. Honestly, I like this video a lot because not only is it an introduction to Junior and Penelope as a couple, it actually has Penelope do something which prior to this point, she wasn't really doing much in these videos besides being a love interest for Junior. So her being crazy and having more personality overall was definitely something interesting, and I think that it made this video really good. The jokes in this video were they weren't overall all that funny in my opinion. The only thing that made me laugh was probably the joke where Joseph called Penelope baloney because it was just so random. I definitely did enjoy this video, and I think that it's a great way for them to start off this entire Penelope Junior dating saga. The next video up is the end of year dance, and this video is actually the conclusion of an arc. So the last video was the beginning of an arc, this one's the conclusion. Anyways, that's besides the point. This video takes place a few days, I guess, after Joseph broke up with Annabelle for Junior. So Junior decides to go to the school dance with Penelope, and Annabelle comes in and tries to kill him, obviously, because she's crazy. But Junior decides to actually stand up for himself for once, and decides to tell Annabelle that he doesn't want to be with her, and he wants to be with Penelope. And he doesn't end up with Penelope because Penelope doesn't like that Junior didn't stand up to Annabelle earlier. Overall, I think this is a really good video because not often do we see a character in SML have an actual character arc, but across these last couple videos, we've seen Junior basically just let Annabelle take advantage of him and tell him what to do, and Junior decides to actually stand up for himself in this video and tell Annabelle, no, I don't want to be with you. I think that it's really cool to see a modern SML series with a character arc. With that being said, I definitely enjoyed this video, and that's why I think it's fair to give this video an 8 out of 10. Definitely a great way to conclude a pretty interesting arc with, a mismatch of good and bad videos. Junior's Scary Bump is an actual really good video. In this video, Junior cheats on Penelope with, I guess, the Annabelle puppet before it became Annabelle. That's kind of crazy looking back on it. But he cheats on her, and he thinks that he got herpes, but he didn't. And he decides to admit to Penelope that he cheated. In a perfect world where Junior kidnapped Penelope just doesn't exist and that video never happens, Junior having to face real consequences with Penelope breaking up with him, and him having to actually, find a way to get her back that isn't just kidnapping her, it would be an actual interesting conclusion to a video. Normally, a lot of SML videos just reset the status quo and everything goes back to normal. But in this video, like for the next couple videos, Junior and Penelope are actually broken up. So I really do enjoy this video. I think that it's interesting to see an SML video with real consequences for once, because it's been a while since we've gotten videos that really have real consequences and carry on to the next video. So overall, I really did enjoy this video, and that's why it's up here in the great tier, 8.5 out of 10. Junior's Assumption. If you like Groundhog Day, you will really like this video because Junior's Assumption is basically Groundhog Day, but if you were stuck in an infinite cuck nightmare. In this video, Junior keeps having dreams where, he gets cucked and Penelope cheats on him. And it just keeps happening over and over again until eventually he decides not to hang out with his friends that day because he doesn't want it to happen. I like this video, and this is like a good way to actually do a parody of a movie. I know that Logan just decides to do straight up parodies where it's just, the movie, but the cast acting it out. But this is a great way to parody Groundhog Day. Like, he's literally stuck in a loop and he decides to break it by just saying, fuck it, I don't want to be involved anymore. And I think that it works better as a Groundhog Day parody than some of the actual SML parody videos. Overall, I really did enjoy this video, and Joseph and Cody kissing at the end was hilarious. I don't know why. I overall really enjoyed this video. Junior's Scary Girlfriend. This video is Annabelle's first appearance, And it's actually a really good debut for her character. Watching her go batshit insane on Junior out of nowhere was pretty interesting. Junior decides to ask out another girl to make Penelope jealous, and it turns out the other girl's batshit insane. Also in this video, Penelope decides to break up with Nigel, so that whole thing is over with. I like this video a lot, you know, I'm not gonna lie. This video is pretty funny. Annabelle is batshit insane. Like, Penelope was crazy in her first appearance, but Annabelle's actually crazy. Her just randomly flipping shit and deciding that she wants to kill Junior because Junior and Penelope accidentally touched hands. It's perfect. Her character's perfect. I love it just the way it is. Cody was pretty good in this video, and Joseph getting arrested because he decided to be loud near a cop. It was, you know, it was a joke. I loved it. Overall, this video was pretty good, and that's why it's up here, because it's great. The New Year's Kiss is a video that I've been really conflicted on when I was watching the actual videos. I was like, man, I really don't like how they've ruined Joseph's character and made him a complete dickhead in this video. But after watching Joseph's Massacre, which I didn't put on the list because I don't consider it a Junior and Penelope video, but I will talk about it in this segment because, you know, they kind of go hand in hand. I do think that those two videos, when paired together, are actually pretty good. The plot for this video is basically Junior tries to get Penelope to come over for New Year's Eve so that when the ball drops, he has an excuse to kiss her. And he also invites this ugly girl named Ugly Elizabeth so Joseph can kiss her, so that Penelope's stuck with no option but to kiss Junior. But when the ball drops, Penelope decides to kiss Joseph, and Junior decides to crash out because his best friend and the girl that he was just dating kissed in front of him. That would traumatize basically everybody that I know. Anyways, this whole plot leads us into the video Joseph's Massacre, in which Joseph and Penelope go on a date at her house. Joseph realizes that he doesn't like Penelope and then decides to reconcile things with Junior by apologizing for kissing his girl. I just like how this video shows us a different dynamic between Junior and Joseph. Normally, Joseph and Junior get along very well and are constantly, you know, meat riding each other. But in this video, we actually get to see their relationship somewhat strained, which is, you know, a different, interesting change of pace for once. Overall, the New Year's Day kiss, really good video, immaculate, probably one of the better ones in this tier. Junior the Crazy Boyfriend is actually a pretty good video because you get to see the roles reversed, where instead of Penelope being crazy and acting weird, Junior gets to act crazy. And this is actually the first of the whole jealous Junior videos, so it was actually pretty interesting for the first time before they decide to milk it and make every single one of these videos Junior being afraid of being cheated on. Penelope goes to a birthday party and Junior decides to crash it when he finds out that there's gonna be a guy at the party. Turns out the party's for Susie Huckerdoo, and this is Timmy. Timmy's the guy, and as we all know now, Timmy likes penis. This is before everybody knew Timmy liked penis, so Junior has Cody test Timmy to see if he's gay, and Timmy, I guess he passes the gay test. I don't know if passes, fails, or whatever. He's gay. He's fucking gay. He's gay. So, you know, Junior doesn't have to worry about him dating his girlfriend. And Penelope gets mad at Junior for being crazy, because who decides to crash somebody's birthday party out of pure paranoia that their girlfriend might be cheating on them with a random guy at the party? And then Junior actively cheats on Penelope in this video by getting other girls' numbers at the party out of, I guess, as an insurance policy. I don't know. Junior's a hypocrite. That's like a known character trait, so at least that's consistent. Overall, I really like this video, you know, seeing the roles reversed, seeing Junior be crazy, and the fact that it's the first, I cannot stress enough. It was before it became an overused, overblown joke that Junior's paranoid. It was pretty interesting overall. It also set up the whole Timmy and Cody gay arc, so if you like that, which I happen to, I think Timmy and Cody are really funny, so seeing that for the first time, it's pretty great. Overall, great video, definitely deserves to be in this tier. A lot of you guys are gonna get mad at me for including this video, but Chef PP's girlfriend is a Junior and Penelope video. I don't care what you say. In this video, Chef PP gets jealous because Junior has a girlfriend, so he decides to call up Little T and get a prostitute to be his girlfriend. And it doesn't really work out, so then next he has a sex doll, and then so on and so forth. Chef PP just being a hater the entirety of this video and just being so jealous of the fact that Junior and Penelope are together, it's funny. Also the fact that he decided to tell Penelope that Junior pisses himself, like, that's really low, Chef PP. That's unnecessary. Also him kissing a prostitute, like, I don't know why he thought that was a good idea, but Chef PP decided to do that. Also, they said something about an Alabama Hot Pocket. I don't know what Logan does in his free time, but I hope he's not doing those. He might be, I hope he's not. The celebrity couch is the example of how you do a red couch video and make it somewhat entertaining. This video, for the majority of it, takes place on the red couch, but it's actually funny, and I feel like there's good jokes. And I feel like this proves that Logan knows that there's a way that you can make a video where it takes place in one spot and it can actually have things interesting happen. The Celebrity Crush is probably one of the better red couch videos I've ever seen, and it's actually interesting because normally I'm not a fan of videos that take place primarily on the red couch, but this is one that actually works really well. Junior finds out that Penelope has a crush on this singer named Toby Sherbert, so Junior, Cody, and Joseph kill the guy. They cut up his parachute and he parachutes into the concert and dies in front of everybody. That's the whole joke. Junior kills the guy, and it's a funny joke at that. It works really well. The build up to Toby Sherbert like parachuting in with the cancer patient, like the setup of that happening on the couch where they're like, why does the parachute say cancer free? And then that eventually coming back later in the video is proof that you can write a good video where the majority of the video takes place in one spot. And I really like this video. Toby Sherbert's death was hilarious. It's fucking funny. I don't even know, like, if you haven't seen the video, just watch it for that alone. It's hilarious. Overall, it's one of the best Junior and Penelope videos. You should definitely go check this one out. Now, for the very final video, my favorite video, in fact, we have Junior's Heartbreak, which is by far, in a way, the best Junior and Penelope video of all time. When I tell you guys, I've watched this video at least 20 times, and every time, watching Junior become a fucking chud, it's just so funny. Watching him chud max and just be sad is hilarious. I don't know if I'm a piece of shit human that likes to see other people suffer or something, but watching Junior just sit there and have that depressed face while he has to deal with the consequences of being a piece of shit to Penelope is just perfect. The perfect video. Penelope gets back with Bully and Junior decides to keep calling them, and you know, they keep making the she's busy little bro joke, but it's so fucking funny. I don't know why. This video just works so well for me on so many levels. Overall, this is the best, and by far the best, SML Junior and Penelope video. Starting off the decent to average tier, we have the teacher crush, which is another jealousy plot that was just repetitive. You know, this time instead of Penelope not cheating on Junior, she's actually emotionally cheating on Junior with a teacher that she has a crush on, and decides to flirt with the teacher in front of Junior for some reason. So that's just the plot. I mean, I don't hate this video, but it's definitely not good. There was some moments that were kind of funny, like I guess where she was just talking about how, you know, how crazy in love she was with the teacher, and Junior was like, are you guys seeing this? Like that was kind of funny. But besides that, I wasn't messing with the video. Definitely the worst video in this tier, 6 out of 10. Next video up is Junior's Valentine's Day gift. I didn't like this video at all. You know, the first half was pretty slow, but the second half with Minnie and Mickey coming in was kind of funny. Like Mickey literally cracking Brooklyn T Guy's wife was out of nowhere, and that shit genuinely had me laughing. Like I was on the floor. It was so funny. Brooklyn Guy cracking Minnie, that's kind of, you know, I don't know if that's bestiality, but you know, that's something. The video barely revolved around Junior and Penelope dating, but you know, that was like the core plot of him wanting to get her something for Valentine's Day. So I decided to include it. The first half of the video kind of sucked, like I already said, but I did like the video overall. The second half definitely makes up for the lackluster first half, which is why it's another 6 out of 10 video. Junior fakes his death. This video is not that bad. I actually kind of liked it. This is the video where Junior fakes his death to try and get away from Annabelle because she's crazy and she's like actually insane. So I didn't dislike this video. Joseph was actually a good friend in this video for once, you know, actually putting his foot down and saying, bro, you're embarrassing yourself. Please God, stop messing with this crazy girl. So, you know, I liked it. The fact that Junior had to go back to school and ended up back with Annabelle after doing all that was hilarious. So 6.5 out of 10. The pen pal problem. This is another one of those jealousy videos. But this time Junior and Penelope are broken up, so I guess he's jealous that she moved on. In this video, they bring back Nigel, you know, Junior's twin brother that's British. And I don't have an issue with Nigel. Some people do. Some people don't find Nigel all that funny. I think that he works well in, you know, moderation. Kind of like, you know, Scooter or whatever his name was. You know, like you can't have him in every video. So the fact that he came back was actually kind of funny. Seeing Penelope end up with Nigel came out of nowhere. I was shocked. I was like, bro, really? It's fucking Nigel. So it was cool to see him come back. You know, he definitely didn't overstay his welcome in this video. And I don't know, it was funny. 6.5 out of 10, definitely not one of the worst videos that I've ever seen. Junior's bracelet, honestly, this video should be ranked a little higher than I have it, but you know, the whole, I don't know, there's some parts of the video that were kind of, you know, repetitive. But in this video, Junior gets a bracelet from Penelope, and everybody starts calling him gay because he has a pink bracelet on. But the thing is, Junior can't take off the bracelet or else Penelope's gonna break up with him. So instead of, you know, just saying, hey, I don't want to wear this pink bracelet, he decides to cut his whole hand off. I actually like this video. I like the way it ended. It was kind of funny, you know, the way that he just cut his hand off and Penelope didn't feel all that bad about it and was just like, wow, you know, you wash your hand because of the circulation. I don't know. I found it funny. I like this video. It's actually pretty good. Definitely should have been ranked a little bit higher than the 6.5. But yeah, this video was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. Cody's kissing bear. Now this is where we start getting into the category of good SML videos. I actually really enjoyed this video comparatively to the other videos where the joke is just gay stuff happening. This video is pretty funny. I mean, it's kind of fucked up that Cody decided to hide in a bear and then do sexual favors to his friends, but it was funny nonetheless. Nigel was in this video, so if you don't like Nigel, you probably won't like this video, but I don't have too much of an issue with Nigel in most of these videos, so I found it pretty funny. Overall, this video isn't that bad. It's definitely better than some of the other videos where the entire joke is just gay shit is happening. So yeah, it's definitely better than most of those. 7 out of 10. This video is probably the best Annabelle video outside of the first video where she appears. Annabelle shows how crazy she is in this video by literally threatening and possibly was going to kill Junior. She just wanted him dead, I guess, because he didn't answer his phone. Basically, Junior, Cody, and Joseph decide to go eat caterpillars, and Annabelle doesn't know that Junior left the house because he told her that he was asleep. He wasn't. He left the house. He comes back because he didn't answer his phone, and Annabelle's at his front door going batshit. I actually like this video. You know, Annabelle is a very funny character overall. You know, it definitely can get annoying hearing Anthony do that deep McDonald's Ronald voice that he does. You know, that joke definitely runs itself into the ground sometimes. But Annabelle overall is kind of funny of a character, and I definitely enjoy her dynamic with Junior. Seeing her just go batshit insane for no reason, it's funny, which is why this video gets a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. And for our final video in this tier, we have The Diary. Junior reads Penelope's diary and finds out that she's still in love with Bully. This video is just really sad. I feel bad for Junior in this one, honestly. He should know the basic rule though. Sometimes you just don't want to know, you know what I'm saying? For all the guy viewers out here, man, sometimes it's better not to know. Sometimes you just gotta live. Ignorance is bliss. That's why they say it, guys. Sometimes it's better to not know and just live your life without knowing the harsh reality. Junior learned that lesson in this video because he read that diary and yeah, he regretted it. You can tell. 7 out of 10. I really did enjoy this video. This is probably the best out of the decent / average category. Overall, most of the videos in the decent to average category was pretty great. Especially videos like The Diary or Cody's Kissing Bear. Those videos are funny and have moments that are very entertaining. I'm gonna put it on screen now so you guys can see the overall rankings. I did enjoy most of the videos in this tier, which is why they're not in the bad tier, obviously. Starting in the bad tier, we're going to start with the worst of the entire series, which is the Valentine's Day video. It really wasn't technically a Junior and Penelope relationship video, but I kind of grouped it in there kind of like I did with another video I'll talk about later. But I like this video so little that I said literally nothing about it in my script and just called it straight up bad, and it has a 1 out of 10 rating, so obviously it's going to be the worst one. The next worst video would have to be Junior the Gift Thief. I just didn't find the video being all that funny. It was just really boring. I guess the part with Lavelle being a rapper was kind of tough, but the rest of that video was extremely boring. The Tea Party Live jokes weren't all that funny to me, and I don't know, I just didn't like the video. I guess I'm weird. If you guys like Junior the Gift Thief, then you can argue about it in the comments. Junior's Crazy Assumption. This is one of those videos where Joseph just sits there and manipulates Junior into being jealous of Penelope. Joseph thinks that Bully and Penelope like fucked at some point when they were dating, so Junior gets paranoid that they did stuff in her bedroom, so he proceeds to basically berate her for the whole video. I don't like these type of videos, the ones where Junior gets unnecessarily mad at Penelope. Those are the videos that I tend to have down here because they're not all that great. This is definitely one of the worst ones by far. So you can obviously see why I gave it a 3 out of 10. Junior's humiliation. I think that this might, honest to God, be one of the worst SML videos ever. I hate that Junior wears a diaper in this video. The fact that he wears a stinky diaper and farts himself is disgusting and awful. I don't know why Logan thought that would be funny as a joke. It wasn't. I guess this is the second Annabelle dating video, so I guess they just didn't know what they wanted to do with her character or something. But having her force Junior to wear a diaper and poop on himself, it's not all that great of an idea. I hated this video. 3.5 out of 10. Junior's trust issues. This is another video where Joseph gaslights Junior into thinking that Penelope is cheating. This time it's because Penelope has Snapchat, and obviously if your girlfriend's on Snapchat, she must be cheating on you. So Joseph gaslights Junior into thinking that Penelope's cheating on him with black guys on Snapchat. And you know, I've already stated I don't like those videos. Those are easily the worst ones, where he's just complaining mindlessly about Penelope. It's not as bad as Junior's crazy assumption, but it's still pretty bad. This is why I gave it a 4.5 out of 10. And then for the final video in this tier, we have Junior kidnaps Penelope. This is when they broke up at some point, and I just don't like it. You know, I feel like it was a lazy way to get Junior and Penelope back together after he cheated on her with another girl. Just, you know, having him kidnap her and she falls for him again. I thought it was very lazy of a way to get them back together. But you know, there were some jokes in the video that I thought were funny, like Bully getting put in prison for kidnapping Penelope, which wasn't even what he did, and just going to prison for that shit was kind of funny. I found it hilarious. Overall, the videos in the really bad tier are really bad, obviously, and they're videos that I didn't find all that entertaining. Easily the worst video being Galentine's Day. That video sucked. It was so bad. But the Junior humiliation videos were also really weird. Full rankings on the screen, so you know, you can see how.
Go. There you go. Energy. Let it out. 7, 8, 9, 10. A machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house. 13. Come on. 14. Come on. 15. Shut that muscle down. 16. Come on. Get it. 17.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 18.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 19.
They don't know me, son.
Yeah. 20. You got some more in you. 21. Yeah. Get it again. Come on. We want to see it. Good. 22.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
That's you, buddy. Come on. 23. Come on. 24. One more, David.
Who's
one more
gonna carry the boats?
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You did it. Yeah.